Okay, kids, today we're going to talk about fractions and division. Now, when you divide, it means that you're separating something into equal parts that's going to be shared. And fractions are equal parts of a whole. So when we talk about fractions, we're also talking about division. So let me show you what that means. Let's say, for example, we have 2 pizzas. And we want to share them with 4 kids. Let's say there's 4 kids in the house and we have to share the pizza. So what we have to do is we have to divide the pizza into equal parts so we can share it. Now if there's 4 kids, I have to divide the pizza into 4 parts. Then I'll think to myself, okay, well, here's 1 kid, 2 kids. This is the 3rd kid. This will be the 4th kid. And then so on. Let's go back. Then this kid gets another piece. So does this one. And of course, then the last one. So the way that it works is that we're able to look at the 2 pizzas, because there was 4 kids that were sharing 2 pizzas. So each kid, let's see, I have 1, 2. So each kid got 2 out of the 4 pieces. And the way that you figure out your numerator and your denominator is, well, you first take a look at how many pieces one child got. That is going to be your numerator. Then you look at the total number of pieces that you cut your pizza into. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Into 4 pieces. So that's your numerator and your denominator. If 4 kids shared 2 pizzas, each child would get 2/4 of a pizza. Okay, let's try another example. Let's say that you have 4 friends that need to share 3 sub-sandwiches. Okay? So I'm going to draw my sandwiches. So there's 3, and I have 4 friends, so I'm going to cut it into 4s. Each sandwich into 4 pieces. So now I can say, okay, this is the first friend. 2, 3, that's the 4th friend. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how many 1s do I have? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3 1s. So that's 3 out of how many pieces did I cut each sandwich into? 4. If you divide 3 sub-sandwiches by 4 friends, each friend will get 3/4 of a sandwich. Okay, let's try another one. Let's say we have 2 candy bars, and it's you and 4 friends that are at your house. So you have to share. Now, if it's you and 4 friends, how many total people will there be? Good. 5. Remember that. If the question says you and 3 friends, well, then that's 4. If the question says you and 6 friends, well, that's a total of 7. Here, it's you and 4 friends, so that's a total of 5. So your mom says, here's 2 candy bars, share it with you and your friends. And that normally happens. So I have 5 that I have to share with, including myself. So I'm going to cut my candy bars into 5 pieces. Okay, let's make sure we have our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have to share it with my friends. So I'm going to start counting them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th friend. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to see, well, how many 1s did I have? Because that would be me. That would be me, the 1, the first friend. I have 2, and then how many total pieces did I cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2/5. So each person would get 2/5 of the candy bar. Okay, let's do another one. Let's say that we have 6 people that have to share 4 pieces of bread. Okay, so I'm going to draw my 4 pieces of bread. And I have to share with 6 people. So that means I have to cut my bread into 6 parts. Okay, so now let's start numbering it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's go back, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have the same amount. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had 4 ones, so that would be 4. And then how many total pieces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cut it into 6 pieces. So if I had 4 pieces of bread that I had to share with 6 people, each person would get 4/6 of a piece of bread. This really seems easy, doesn't it? It really does, especially if you draw yourself a picture. And please do that every time. That way you can see it and label it just like Miss Ayala's doing. Okay, let's try one more. Let's try one more. Let's say that we have 5 long eclair donuts. So I'm going to draw the donuts. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's you and 5 friends over. Let's say that you had a slumber party and you had 5 friends stay over, so it was breakfast time and you had to share. So if it's you and 5 friends, what's the total? Excellent. 6. There'll be 6 people because you have to share you and 5. So 1 and 5. So you're going to think you means 1. 1 and 5. Give me the 6. So how many pieces do I have to cut each eclair into? Good. 6. And remember, these should be equal because they're fractions, but Miss Ayala is just drawing. So we're going to use these. Okay. Now, how many kids do we have total? Good, 6. So I'm just going to label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Now you'll notice Miss Ayala is going this way to label. And either way you want to label, if you want to go straight across, you want to go up and down, it's fine as long as you keep your order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're cutting in, there's 4 friends, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If there's 3 friends, here there were 6. So Miss Ayala went all the way through to 6. Now I have to go back. I'm going to find all my ones. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 out of how many pieces did I have to cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So my answer is each student, or each child, each kid will get 5/6 of this eclair donut. Now, the way that Miss Ayala did it here, it does seem rather hard to keep track. So I wouldn't recommend doing it this way. I would recommend you doing it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then keep going. Because this way is much easier. This does look kind of chaotic. So if you're going to label and you're going to draw it out this way, the way that Miss Ayala was doing these other ones, just straight across, so it's easier for you to see. Both ways work, but I would rather it be simple and easier for you to find all the ones or all that you're looking for. Okay? Let's do one more before we go. Miss Ayala's going to do it the simple way this time. Let's try 1 hamburger. And so you have 1 hamburger. And it's you and your little brother and sister. So it's you and your 2 siblings. So what would my total be? Excellent. 3. So I'm going to have to cut my hamburger into 3 pieces. Okay. Now let's label 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many ones did I have? 1. How many total pieces? 1, 2, 3. 3. So if it was you and your 2 siblings, a total of 3 people, you had 1 hamburger that you were going to share with 3 people, each person would get 1/3 of the hamburger. Okay, that's pretty much it. When it's dealing with fractions and division, all you have to do is ask yourself, okay, well, how many people are there in my group That means I have to cut whatever it is I'm working with into that many pieces because I want to make sure I share and separate it equally so everybody can get a fair share. So you'll look at what you have, determine the amount of people, cut it into that, and then you go back and you look for all your ones. I just had one here, and this one I had 4 ones, so it was 4. Then I looked at my total pieces, it was 6. And this one, I had 2 ones, 4 pieces, so 2/4. And this one, I had 5 ones cut into 6 pieces, so 5/6. Here I had 3 ones and 4 pieces, so 3/4. And in this problem, I had 2 ones cut into 5 pieces, so it was 2/5. So please draw your pictures because it helps Miss Ayala every time I draw, and I hope to see that you're drawing all of these. Okay, guys, now it's your turn. Go have some fraction fun.